I knew my wife was cheating when I saw the receipt. My wife Chloe and I had hit a rough patch. She was working late constantly, emotionally distant, and always had her phone face down. You know the signs. I felt like a detective in my own life. I checked bank statements, but she paid for most things with her personal credit card I didn't have access to. Until last Tuesday. I was throwing out the kitchen trash and saw a crumpled receipt from a gas station on the other side of town, a place she'd have no reason to be. I smoothed it out. She'd bought 2 coffees and a pack of gum, just enough for a coffee date, but the timestamp was 9:45 p.m. That was it. The smoking gun. I didn't confront her. I needed proof. For a week, I was a ghost in our own home, quietly planning my next move. The pain was a physical ache. I decided I'd follow her after her next late work night. Finally, she texted. "Stuck at the office. Might be another late one. Don't wait up." I knew. I drove to her office parking lot and saw her car. I parked in the shadows, heart hammering. An hour later, she came out. She got in her car and drove. She didn't go to a bar or a hotel. She drove across town, to the exact gas station from the receipt. I watched from across the street, sick to my stomach. She went inside. A few minutes later, she came out. She was alone. And she was crying. Hard, shoulder-shaking sobs right there at the gas pump. She just stood there for 10 minutes in the harsh fluorescent light, wiping her eyes before driving off again. She didn't go home. She drove to our city's hospital and parked in the staff lot. Confused, I followed at a distance. I watched her walk inside, not to the main entrance, but to the side entrance for the long-term care wing. That's when I saw him. An older man in scrubs came out to meet her in the smoking area. He hugged her, a long, comforting hug. She buried her face in his shoulder. My blood went cold. It was her father's doctor, Dr. Evans. The pieces crashed together with a horrible, deafening clarity. The late nights, the secrecy, the emotional distance, the gas station coffee at odd hours. She wasn't cheating on me. My wife was secretly visiting her father, who was in rapid cognitive decline in the long-term care unit. She'd made me promise not to tell anyone, not even our closest friends, about his early-onset dementia diagnosis. She was ashamed, and he was terrified of people seeing him diminished. She'd been bearing the entire devastating weight alone, stopping for a coffee to brace herself before every visit, and breaking down in her car afterward. I sat in my car and sobbed, not from jealousy anymore, but from a gut-wrenching shame. The real plot twist wasn't an affair. It was that my wife was being the bravest person I knew, and I'd been the one failing her. I went home. I made her favorite tea, and when she finally walked in, exhausted and heartbroken, I simply said, "Tell me about your dad. Let me in." And for the first time in months, she did.